What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber died trying. You see the thumbnail. Typical behavior. So news stories out. Two kids get into a fight at a mall in New Jersey. White kid starts the fight. Black kid gets into the fight. Well, and they start going at it. At a certain point, the white kid is basically winning. He's on top of the black kid, and the police come dun, 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 to break up the fight. No, to arrest the black kid, and the white kid is sitting there like, oh, so I'm getting arrested. And they're like, no, Billy. No, you just sit there, Billy. We're going to arrest it. And then the white cop, that's the female, the black kid, who's actually younger than the white kid, he's in 8th grade, if I'm not mistaken. And the white kid is a freshman in high school. Not that big of an age difference, but you get what I'm saying. But they're physically that much of a size difference either. But white male cop sees it, makes a beeline for the black kid who's on the ground. Since you're on the ground, I'm going to arrest you, buddy. Respect my authority. Right? White woman, I don't know, I couldn't tell, I believe it's white woman, could be Hispanic, who knows. She goes to the white kid and just, put the hand on the chest, stop it. The kid's like, okay, I'm getting locked up, ma'am. I ain't gonna give you no problems. And she's like, I'm not pulling out my cuffs for you, buddy. You come from the town of Mayberry, right? You're the Whitey McWhite child. You're an angel. So once she decides he's not a threat at all, she jumps onto the black kid too, who's on the ground getting cuffed. Stop resisting! Stop resisting! And people are like, this is racist. This is America. This is why, black people really don't like getting into it with white people, because this is how the law works. That's how it happens. Like, I told y'all a story recently about somebody, me about to get into it with a guy parking in front of my lady's house. That's a white family. And sure enough, when I doubled back and came back, because I thought there was something funny going on, first thing, Mr. Tough Guy, yeah, we're going to call the police. I'm like, I already knew that. I'm grown. I already know how this operates with white people. Even Hispanics, Asians, it's the same thing. There's a black man. So for the kids watching, it was wow. Now, my issue about this typical behavior, because it's typical behavior to me, is this is when, see, you focus on the black kid like, okay, that might be his first real experience with racism in America, because he's in the 8th grade. You know what I'm saying? I got arrested in a similar circumstance in the 8th grade like that. Not exactly the same, but similar circumstance. But people focus on the black kid being like, and his family being upset. But we never focus on who needs to be focused on is the white kid. Because, see, that's the point when white kids realize, oh, I get away with anything. As long as it's somebody that's not white here, I'm free as a bird. So this is how some of you black kids don't realize your white friends. This is how they wind up befriending you in their rebellious stage, and you don't realize, oh, y'all are kindred spirits. No, he already knows, or she already knows, when this goes left, I'm white. Oh my God. Like, they already know this is going to happen. They already know the police is going to give them an out. They already know the judge and the lawyer is going to give them an out. They already know, the parents are going to give them that talk. Just say you were influenced by the black kid. We don't care if it's not true. That's okay. You get to go home and you get to live your life. That's all you got to do. Live your life. This is how it typically happens. You know, this was the pre-Me Too movement. Dad, he took it. They ran 13 people of all nationalities ran a train on your daughter, and now all of a sudden all she remembers is the black guy. You knew your daughter was a thought in the first place. You knew it. But the only person you're going to see is the black guy. And the police are going to go with it. And the lawyer's going to go with it. And the judge is going to go with it. And then 10 years later, we're sorry. Can you forgive us? Oh, how about we give you like $50,000? This is typical behavior. You know, this is how affluenza gets started. That white kid he's feeling George Zimmerman right about now. You feel me? Like this is what's going on. So for us, I mean, for the kid, this is your first lesson for the kids watching who are black and white and probably Hispanic. They wow, this is what it is. Yeah. But this is your first time seeing it in person. So you're young. I get it. And this is how it's going to be for a while. I mean, this is how it's always been, so I don't know why you're expecting to change now. So I'm just saying. So for all the people who are shocked, I don't know what the hell you shocked at. You know, this extends to, you know, the adults. And this is why you know, as adults, us as black men, we move a little bit different because we know we can just be arrested for following the law at any given time. That's just what it is. But matter of fact, quick story before I go. So I told the story before, but you probably ain't never seen it because y'all, you know, you ain't watch my channel like that. Go to the mall. There's a Burlington coat factory. I walk in, pick up some stuff. I'm walking out, and the guy, security guard, it's a white guy, a cool guy. He's like, "Yo, I got to make sure you didn't steal anything." I'm like, "All right." And the way he says it was, "I'm just doing my job." Well, at first, it was like, I got to make sure you didn't steal anything. And then I looked, I'm like, steal anything? It's like, yeah, I got to make sure. But it wasn't like a problem, but I kind of chuckled and I was like, listen, if I wanted to steal something, I would just come here with some white people because you wouldn't watch them. And they would do the stealing and you'd be watching me. And when I said it to the security guard, the white guy, a light bulb went off in his head like, oh, like so after that, like when I would go, me and him, we cool, you know. But I can tell when I said that, it dawned on him how, damn, that would work. Like that would really, really work. So this is how all of this stuff winds up happening. But because people, even in that criminal element, they can exploit this typical behavior. But like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch y'all on the next one. Peace.